Our country, the Philippines, has a very rich history, part of which was when several other countries eagerly tried to colonize our homeland and take away our freedom. Our struggle for our freedom was started by Bonifacio through revolution and was finished by Aguinaldo, the latter formally declaring the revolution success.
Taking the path of a hero is not an easy way. One should have heroic traits like being intellectual, driven with passion, great inspiration, perseverance, and is willing to sacrifice almost anything to be named as a hero. Among all our Philippine heroes, who are still known by most of the Filipinos.
Kuya, sino po ba yung mga kalalaking bayani ng Pilipinas?
Si Andres Bonifacio, Gabriela Silang, si Juan Luna, at Emilio Aguinaldo.
Sino po ba yung kilala niyong bayani ng Pilipinas?
Unang-una, ang ano ko is si Jose Rizal, Dr. Jose Rizal.
The greatest blessings a country can have is the people who strongly fight and stand up for what they believe is right. They are the country's pride, the heroes. These men and women played a major part in ensuring the liberation of the Philippines.
On March 28, 1993, under Executive Order Number 75 of President Fidel V. Ramos, the National Heroes Committee was formed. Its role is to introduce, study, and evaluate Filipino national heroes to common people in order to recognize their heroic characteristics and remarkable achievements for the country. On November 5, 1995, the National Heroes Committee recommended the following 9 individuals to be recognized as national heroes, namely Dr. Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Aguinaldo, Apolinario Mabini, Marcelo H. Del Pilar, Muhammad Dipatuan Kudarat, Juan Luna, Melchora Aquino, and Gabriela Sino.
Emilio Aguinaldo E. Fami was a Filipino general, politician, independence leader, and the Philippines' first president. He had an instrumental role during the Philippines Revolution against Spain and the subsequent Philippine-American War, or War of Philippine Independence that resisted American occupation. Aguinaldo died of coronary thrombosis at age 94 on 6th of February 1964 at the Veterans Memorial Medical Center in Quezon City. A year before his death, he had donated his lot and his mansion to the government. This property now serves as a shrine to perpetuate the spirit of the Revolution of 1896. Marcelo Hilario del Pilar Igat Maitan, the pride of Bulacan, was a Filipino writer, lawyer, and journalist who grew up to be one of the greatest propagandists who sought Philippine freedom through his pen. He also became the editor of the newspapers La Solidaridad and Diaryong Tagalog, which strongly criticized the way the Spaniards ran the government and treated the people. Before his death, he opposed the assimilationist stand and began planning an armed revolution. His idea inspired the Katipunan, a revolutionary organization. Andres Bonifacio y de Castro was the founder and later Supremo of the Katipunan movement, which sought the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule and started the Philippine Revolution. He was a leader who believed that the common could be organized and put into action. Indeed, he was not disappointed, for he found good patriots among them. Many were even willing to die for their country. Despite his poverty and lack of education, Bonifacio went beyond the steps taken by the educated and moneyed class of Filipinos, pushing for peaceful change. Eventually, even reformers such as Apolinario Mabini and Marcelo H. Del Pilar realized that freedom could not be won from Spain without use of force.
Juan Luna y Novicio was a Filipino painter, sculptor, and a political activist of the Philippine Revolution during the late 19th century. He became one of the first recognized Philippine artists. He is winning the gold medal in the 1884 Madrid Exposition of Fine Arts, along with the silver win of fellow Filipino painter Felix Resurrection Hidalgo. prompt a celebration which was a major highlight in the memories of the members of the propaganda movement, with the fellow illustrators toasting to the two painters' good health and to the brotherhood between Spain and the Philippines. Some of his famous works are La Muerte de Cleopatra, The Partition Life, and The Spolarium. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonzo Realonda was a Filipino nationalist, artist, linguist, doctor, reformist, poet, essayist, and novelist whose most famous works were his two novels, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Rizal was also the founder of La Liga Filipina, a civic organization that subsequently gave birth to the Katipunan, a secret society which would start the Philippine Revolution against Spain that eventually laid the foundation of the first Philippine Republic. He was a proponent of achieving Philippine self-government peacefully through institutional reform rather than through violent revolution, and would only support violent means as a last resort. He was strongly implicated as the leader of the Katipunan Revolution, and that led to his execution on December 30, 1896. He was believed that when the Spanish government executed the Philippine Revolution,
Apolinario Mabini y Maranan was a Filipino political philosopher and revolutionary who served as its first prime minister until May 1899. Mabini came to the front in 1898 during the Filipino Revolution against Spain. One of Mabini's greatest works was his draft of a constitution for the Philippine Republic. It was accompanied by what he called the True Decalogue, published in the pages following. Mabini's Ten Commandments are so framed as to meet the needs of Filipino patriotism for all time. He also drafted rules for the organization and government of municipalities and provinces, which were highly successful because of their adaptability to local.
Gaano po ka-importante sa isang Pilipino ang may kaalaman tungkol sa ating mga bayan?
Importante sa ating mga Pilipino, lalo sa mga kabataan, malaman natin na yung mga bayani natin na napakahirap sila upang ang bansang Pilipinas ay napalaya nila sa pagkakaalipin o pagkakasakop ng mga Kastila o mga dayuhan na sumakop sa Pilipinas.
Sa tingin niyo po ba, kung ang isang Pilipino ay walang kaalaman tungkol sa ating mga bayan, parang lesser Filipino pa po ba siya? Or wala pong kinalaman ng pagiging Pilipino sa pagkakaroon ng kaalaman sa ating mga bayan?
Kasi kung wala tayong kaalaman, yung mga bayani natin na naghihirap upang ang Pilipinas ay mapalaya nila, hindi natin malalaman na tayong mga kabataan, yung kung ano yung pinaghirapan nila, kung paano nila napalaya. Hanggang ngayon siguro, kung hindi natin alam na yung mga paghihirap nila, siguro hindi tayo magiging isang Pilipino tulad ng mga pinaglaban nila na mga karapatan nila na bilang pagiging isang Pilipino natin. Hanggang ngayon siguro, sakop pa tayo ng mga ibang sumakop ng mga ibang dayon sa atin.
Sa tingin niyo po ba importante pang makilala ng mga kabataan sa panahon ngayon ang mga bayani ng Pilipinas?
Oo nga, for me, it's very important, especially yung si Dr. Jose Rizal, para naman malaman ng mga kabataan kung gaano siya yung sa education, parang value, parang i-value. And aside from that, maybe, para naman ma-inspired yung kabataan natin na mag-aral mabuti, lalong-lalo na ngayon na maraming mga temptations. So, kung siguro makilala nila yung mga heroes natin, especially si Jose Rizal, mas lalo silang ma-inspire.
Unang pong tanong, sino po yung kilala niyong bayani ng Philippines?
Si Rizal.
Sir Rizal po. Sa tingin niyo po ba, nakakatulong po ang paglalagay ng rebulto ng mga bayani sa lugar tulad nito upang makilala sila ng mga tao?
Nakakatulong. Unang-una sa lahat, yung pasyalan nila. Pasyalan ng mga tao. O paano ng mga picture. Yung nila. Kaya nakakatulong rin sila sa ng mga tao kasi yung kasiyahan nila. Pasyalan, yung kasiyahan nila, di ba? Para mapunta nila yung idolo nilang idolo nilang bayani, tulad nga ni Rizal.
Mas nakikilala po ba sila ng mga tao? O ginagawa lamang po silang mga pasyalan?
Hindi, kilala talaga sila. Kasi kahit sino man tanungin mo kahit mga ninuno natin, kilala si Sir Rizal.
May mga kilala ba kayong bayani? Sino? Si Jose Rizal ba? Paano siya nakilala? Dahil doon?
Sino po yung kilala niyo pong bayani ng Pilipinas?
Si Dr. Jose Rizal at saka si Andres Bonifacio.
Okay po. Sa tingin niyo po ba nakakatulong po ang paglalagay ng mga monumento ng mga bayani sa mga lugar tulad nito upang makilala po sila ng mga tao?
Oo.
Paano pong parang?
Para, halimbawa, katulad ng monumento ni Dr. Jose Rizal, yan ipagpapakilala na andito tayo sa Pilipinas. Si Andres Bonifacio naman, pagpapakilala na siya yung kabayanihan niya yung katapangan niya. Yan.
There are several issues concerning Philippine heritage. Some of those issues are related to Philippine heroes. We conducted an interview with Dr. Melba Bergado of the SLHS faculty to have a professional view regarding this matter.
How important for us Filipinos to have knowledge about history?
Okay, that's a nice question. We should have knowledge about our history. Your history since you're Japanese, my history since I am a Filipino pure blood. So that we can take pride of our heritage, the annals of our history. We should also not only take pride, but we should know where we came from.
Does a person becomes less of a Filipino if he or she does not know his or her country's heritage?
For me, no. You are not less a Filipino if you don't really know part of your history. Although you know some, but not the whole of it, not the whole of your history, because perhaps there is a gap in your knowledge, no? But it doesn't mean that you are less Filipino. Remember, we are now living globally. To be a true Filipino, don't forget yourself, don't forget your heritage, don't forget your forebears.
Philippines, like celebrating and giving a day for them.
Why not? When we acknowledge these people, even if they are dead, we also acknowledge ourselves as Filipinos. The importance of giving them this acknowledgement is also to take pride of what they did in the past, because without them we are not here, we are nothing. We will not be enjoying the freedom that we are enjoying. We will not be today as a Mapuan, as Japanese or Filipino. You have your own heroes, right? We have also ours. Okay, so we should have to consider what they did.
What's your take on those people who do not know anything about our national hero or other Filipino heroes? We all know that Jose Rizal is our national hero because it's a wide-known fact. Even in other countries, they know that Jose Rizal is our national hero. But what about those other national Filipino heroes such as Juan Luna, Bonifacio, Jacinto, Marcelo H. del Pilar? What is your take on the people who do not know anything about them?
Tell them. Inform them. That's it. Inform them because they don't know. No? That's the way to propagate it. If they know less, give them more information. It's not a fault.
The establishments of monuments and shrines of our national heroes. Do those establishments really remind the people of our heroes' achievements?
Of course, they remind us. No? And it's not only reminding us. In return, we are giving our homage to them. We respect them. No? We try to remember them. it means that we do not forget them at all. Not only, as I said, not only in monuments or establishments, even streets. No? Even, the naming of some provinces.
But ma'am, I noticed that some people are, they're just taking the monuments for granted.
That's why it is your duty now to inform these people the importance of the monuments. You who are privileged to go to school, you who are privileged to know your heroes, it is your duty now.
We know the fact that OFWs are named as heroes nowadays. Are there other Filipino heroes that exist in our land?
Oh, all of us are